Hey, welcome.
Hi,
Good to see
thanks.
you today. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, same here.
Why don't you start by introducing yourself and who you are,
Yeah,
what you do?
sure. So I'm Eric. I'm basically in online business since 2019,
Cool.
and I've started with e-commerce at this period, and so because I'm French, and I have a friend. One day he just came from Paris and say me like said he said, "Hey, yo, you're still like in studies, and like what are you studying right now?" And we kind of discussed at this moment, and he showed me his e-commerce store numbers, and he was making like maybe 2K per month, and I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy, man! How are you doing that with an
That's
e-commerce store?"
awesome.
That was probably negative profits, but it was it was like kind of impressive for me. And so I didn't know it was possible to make business online at this moment.
Uh-huh.
I was kind
Yep.
of searching myself, like with my studies, trying to find something to do, and like because this time was completely different than now, as right now, because like online business was not very famous in France at this moment, so I didn't know
Okay.
anybody doing it. So yeah, I started with e-commerce right away after having seen these results, and I stayed in e-commerce for 2 to 3 years, something like that,
Okay.
and it helped me to leave France actually because I live in Spain right now. And
Okay.
so since 2020, like end of 2020, I left France and I came to Spain. And so it was because of e-commerce. Like it brought me some money, and so I just left the country because in France we had like a very hard lockdown at this moment
Yeah, yeah,
because
correct.
of
Yeah.
COVID. And
Yeah.
in Spain, it was totally different. Everything was open. And so like I was like, oh, how is that possible? It's just so close, so different. So we just left with my girlfriend. And yeah, after that, I kind of stopped e-commerce because I was not really aligned with it was kind of drop shipping, and you don't have a long-term vision on it. So I was kind of bored by this market. And I just started an agency.
Okay.
So because I learned ads while doing e-commerce. So I was like,
Of
okay,
course. Yeah.
why can't I do it for other people now? So I just started to make ads for people. And so
Cool.
like
What kind of tech were you using in e-commerce?
in e-commerce, Shopify and Facebook ads,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
Like
So
yeah, that's it.
how is Shopify? Is it
Shopify at this moment was pretty basic actually. I don't use it right now. It's
uh-huh.
been probably 3 years that I didn't touch anything in Shopify because I'm doing all my websites in Go High Level now.
Okay.
So I'm not touching Shopify. But yeah, at this time I was just paying, it was 29 per month, I guess.
Okay.
And you had one website. And so it's the same now, I think, one website. So
Yeah,
when you see
Shopify.
tools like Go High Level, it's crazy, but
Yeah, yeah, Shopify. I've just played around with it, never actually used it, but it's just it's a technology that just does what it does. Like
yeah,
it's nothing fancy, but it
no,
feels the
but
need and yeah.
yeah, they did it like, I think they did something so simple at the time that it was really their strength, in my opinion. It was so simple. You launch a website, there is a theme, you choose your theme
Yeah.
and you just like launch it. And it was kind of frustrating for me because I didn't like I couldn't personalize anything, like nothing. The description, the product page, nothing. It was like impossible. So I was frustrated, and when I discovered like WooCommerce and WordPress, and I was like, "Wow, that's not the same." It was the opposite direction of what Shopify did, but yeah, Shopify was okay. So for e-commerce, it was okay for me. Some friends were using WooCommerce
Uh-huh. Yeah.
for for the upsells and for personalizing the checkout. It was a bit better for that, but more technical.
Well,
I just stayed on Shopify from.
cool. What was your experience with Facebook ads, the Facebook's
Oh
basically
man,
business manager?
my mom, my dad, my brother, my cousin, my uncles, everyone had a Facebook account, and I burned every one of them, like every one of them, man. Like nobody can launch ads in my family now, and my friends also. It was crazy. Like I was in a mastermind where people were giving you tips to create fake ID cards, I guess it was, to create accounts to be able to launch ads. Just to launch ads. kind of like a mafia just to launch ads, man. That was I was like, but
Yeah,
why
you
is
want
it
to,
so?
yeah, you want to launch some ads? Come here.
Yeah, yeah, that was exactly that kind of like I don't know, man. Zuck is a kind of a weird guy because
I, I
we
know it was like
some
you would do something and be like, "You're banned." What did I
yeah.
do?
Why?
Like,
Why? No, you just banned, man.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
where is the support? No,
yeah.
bro, you didn't
Nope, you're
understand.
still
There is
banned.
no support.
Do, do you want to appeal that decision? Yes. Nope, you're still banned.
Yeah,
Like,
you're still banned, and no problem. Did my appeal like had a purpose or something? No, no, you
nope,
just banned
you're just banned.
forever. And if you try to create a new account, it will be banned too. And like if you, bro,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the tool itself, like the UI,
The
is
UI,
not is not great.
like if it was only the I would be so
Yeah.
like it would be so much better than just UI plus the bans and the restrictions. They banned their own Facebook Australia page one day. They banned their own page. It was like, and so you can pay people to unban your account.
Yeah, yeah.
That this is a mafia, right? Like this is criminality. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it's literally like we can do whatever we want and
yeah.
you'll pay gladly.
You
You're
will
like,
pay, yeah, yeah. He has so much power. That's crazy because we keep coming back. Like it's like a toxic ex, Like you keep coming back because you need it. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in technology, so my whole career in life has been working with technology. So I look at like things like that and I'm like, if it's like a small company or a startup or something, I give them a lot of grace. Like, hey, that's fine. It's the way it works. People make mistakes. This is Facebook. I mean, they have,
You don't have
hundreds of
any excuse,
thousands of people working for them.
zero excuses. Like
Zero. Like, figure it
I think they
out.
just do it on purpose. Like I think they have this mentality of, okay, we have big clients, we have Nike, we have clients like this, and there's you, and you don't deserve our service, but we'll let you use it. But just know that in case you do anything that is a bit border to our guidelines, you will be banned forever, and we don't want to hear from you again. Like, but we accept the money, of course, because you will not be able to like stop the credit card if it's banned, because if you have an active credit card in your account, it will keep like be spending money in the account, even if you cannot touch it anymore. No problem. We take the money, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It created a whole ecosystem of like people that would, like you said, like give you IDs and
Yeah.
how to get
The whole
unbanned. I
new
remember
market.
people, yeah,
Yeah.
people selling classes, how to get
Yeah.
unbanned, how to do this. I know every class
I don't know.
I attended, they're like, hey, make sure you do this first, otherwise you're gonna get banned. And it was just like the scariest thing ever. Like, don't use your own Facebook account because you're gonna lose it. And I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
sucks.
actually recently because I'm about to launch ads again on Facebook. Yeah, I like to have pain, but I'm buying this. I don't know, it was $800 or something like this to get a full ecosystem of Facebook profiles connected together with
Okay,
business manager accounts.
good.
And so if one account is like burn,
Yeah,
if it burns, you have other accounts and you don't lose anything because you have like 8 accounts connected and you
good,
can just replace them and like
good.
you should be okay with that, but I guess yeah, you have to be careful, of course. Like now, I'm really, really careful when I launch an ad. Like I check everything, like the copyright, the image. I send it to
Great.
ChatGPT. I have a
Great.
GPT for that.
Yeah,
He just checks
exactly. You're
it.
like, hey,
Like
here's the
I think
GPT.
I think everyone does that
It's
now.
like, please
Yeah,
check my ad. So,
yeah, check it. Like, are you sure? Okay, okay,
yeah,
fine.
check it
But
again.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like that's crazy. So yeah, and I have a friend like she was banned because she was just in Bali and the location was changing. So
Okay,
this was the reason of the ban. Apparently, she said. So that's crazy. You can even travel. You cannot travel and be like this.
yeah, I got like temp banned one time. I think they told me 24 hours. Like,
One after the other, like ban and ban, ban and ban,
no,
like this.
no, it was just once. It was like I just got banned. They said you're banned for 24 hours. Was the message? I'm like, is that like timeout or something? Like they
Yeah,
just.
that's like usually I didn't have like this kind of delays. It was like ban or not ban,
Yeah,
But yeah, okay, okay,
And
yeah,
I mean,
doesn't surprise me
I was
anymore.
hardly doing anything. But so you mentioned that you're on to go high level now. How is that
Yeah,
experience?
that was very different 3 years ago, actually. It was still a great tool, great offer, because that's what brought me to this tool. At first,
Hmm.
I was looking at YouTube, and because like between like when I started this digital agency, I was not really getting real money after e-commerce. Like I was kind of like trying
Okay.
things and like here and out. And so at a moment, I had a friend in France, and he had employees, and he wanted to go in NFTs, like make an agency in
Uh-huh.
NFTs,
Great. Yeah.
because people were launching NFT project. It was very scammy, but we were doing the designs for these projects.
Okay.
So we were getting paid really, really well. It was like between 20 and like 70K one project to create the
Okay.
designs, because it was 3D, and you had like a bunch of accessories, and you have, yeah, like it was NFT collectibles. So these projects, they were basically making 5 to 10 thousand NFTs,
Okay.
and mixing the accessories, the clothes, like between all NFTs. So they were all different NFTs. Basically, you have one main character, and he's just wearing like different clothes, like
Okay.
different shirts,
Yeah.
different pants. It was very stupid actually, but people were buying that between 200 and $500 one NFT. So at the end of the day, it was like making millions with one NFT project. Most projects weren't successful at this time, but us, we didn't care. We were just
Yeah.
here to make the designs. So I've hired designers for him, and like we were just splitting the money, and we were doing that for 1 year. So it was between the transition between e-commerce and the agency space was
Hmm.
really this period where we were doing NFT projects, designs for NFT projects, and so after that, the NFT market just crashed.
Yeah, it was weird how
It
NFTs
lasted
were
it lasted one
everything.
year.
Yeah, and then it was
Yeah.
gone. Like I haven't even heard, like you even mentioned them, like I haven't even heard about those in a long time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? Because from my side, I had one friend in Marbella here. He was all like always talking about NFTs. I didn't understand what it was exactly. I knew it was related to cryptos,
Yeah. Good.
but except that, like I was like, okay, what is the purpose? What is the point? They buy like an image, like okay. And so yeah, they were kind of hyped.
It's like
That was the
it's a
whole thing.
collectible essentially, right?
Collectible,
Because
exactly,
it's
like
unique, you own it, like yeah.
yeah, but
You
also
can
there
make
is like
copies of it, right? A certain amount
yes,
of
from
copies.
the
Yeah.
image. The image
Yeah.
you can it's a right click, man. Like you just take it from the website, but it's not the real image. Like it's
Yeah.
like there is no number, or like the real like you can identify the NFT with the technology. It's like cryptos, you know every transaction, and there is a blockchain, and NFTs are quite the same in the principle,
Great.
but yeah, that was really like that was art and hype. Actually, nothing more. Just the technology is great because in video games and in a lot of areas it will be interesting. But buying an NFT at this time was clearly bullshit. It was all bullshit. You like everyone lost money at the end of the market. Like Gary V was telling everyone buy NFTs, buy NFTs, and he burned his reputation because of that. He took so much damages.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
his reputation was clearly affected after that.
Interesting, where you try to chase like either a trend,
Yeah,
a technology or something like that, and
that
if it
was
if it
nothing
works
was
out,
behind it. There
yeah,
was nothing.
I can even remember though back when like Chat GPT came out and people were
Oh,
like, "Oh, this nobody's going to use this." I'm like, "What?"
to be honest, I didn't. I learned about ChatGPT probably like I was not involved after. I think after maybe 2 months, I started to look at it, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's not bad, but GPT-3, like it was not
Yeah, it was.
not really good actually. Like for the time, it was what 2022,
Uh-huh.
something like
Yeah,
that.
great. I was telling people it's going to get better. It's going to get way better. They're like, well, it
I
better
hope,
because it's
yeah.
not very good.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
well,
developers were using it at this moment, a lot of developers. So
great.
I don't know how they
Yeah.
did, but yeah, they were
Yeah.
using it actually.
Yeah, there was always a big concern about even now. I mean, that AI is it's fake, right? It's not authentic. It's you're gonna, I don't know if I'm reading is real, if it's written by a real person. It's an interesting world.
You think like people are like you think people think like this? That's what you mean?
Yeah, I've heard that's the scare, right? And they're like, and anything it's generated, like it can just generate images, and you can't believe anything you read or
They
see.
think it's maybe an Indian behind the
Yeah,
technology, like
that's
creating creating the design.
yeah.
Like,
And I'm like, sure, there are some scammers out there, right? But I think most people are using it to
I guess so.
amplify
Yeah,
what they do, right?
yeah.
So if, good copywriters use AI to create lots of good copy,
It helps you, I guess. Like I'm using it every day, and it helps actually. Sometimes I'm using it too much. Like I give too many responsibilities to GPTs on my life. I shouldn't do that, I guess. But I'm like, okay, is it a good idea to go in this market? Why? And I realize sometimes that it's a bit dumber than what I think because the answers, the kind of reflection it gets, you really have to give it limits, and give it context because if not, it's not always the best advisor.
Yeah, I even do the technique where a couple things I'll have it, it'll tell me something and I'll be now critically analyze that. Like tell me what's wrong with that plan. Or even I have like people that I trust and I'll be like, "Hey, what if Dan Henry looked at this? What would he say?" Or somebody, in the industry, what if Gary V? What would be their feedback? And it will go out, and tell me, "Well, they would think this and it's not strong enough," or it's very interesting how it can take on personalities. I
Yeah.
did I did experiment too. I said, well, let's say like these five top people in the industry are collaborating. They're stuck in a room and they're analyzing this plan. What would they think? And then it will go and they'll share what everyone thinks. And then I'll go, now have their collaborating on a solution and it will collaborate. And yeah, it's pretty
And how
amazing
do
when
you find and what do you think about the outputs it gives you?
it's good. Although,
Okay.
you can't, I mean, especially now, you can't 100% trust it, right? Everything has to go through
Yeah.
a human filter if it's critical, right? If you're generating some things that it's generating good emails, right? Or if it's generating good, like if you set up and go high level that it's responding to DMs or sending texts, you don't have to look at every one of those tasks
Yeah.
because it's very limited. You tell it, hey, just do this, put some limits on it, don't make stuff up. That's it's a
Yeah.
one big thing to tell it. Don't make anything up. It's like,
A lot
oh,
of rules to
okay.
give him. Like, yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
obviously you can't let it in the nature with no rule and like yeah, just do your thing. You have to give you get to give like I don't know what to call that in English, but to put limits around and just like
We
yeah,
guardrails.
don't do
Guardrails is
like
what we would call it. Yeah.
guardrails
Yeah.
exactly. And so like yeah, so do not do this and you put the list. It's very
Yeah.
important in every prompt I'm using for conversational AI.
Right.
So yeah, don't do's are like one of the most important things you can do for ChatGPT. In all projects, we were launching like different SaaS actually in AI, like in chatbots,
Uh-huh.
and this is interesting because I've seen the evolution between GPT 3.5 and when GPT 4.0 just like was released, it was such a relief. Like it was crazy. Like the cost, the intelligence of it actually was pretty good because GPT-4 was good, but GPT-4o was basically GPT-4 without the cost.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay, now it's possible to have a chatbot because GPT-4, you end up broke, like if you if you just let it run all your conversations, it's gonna cost you thousands of dollars, and it was not possible to pay AI cost like this. Nobody wanted to pay that. One message could be like 10 cents at this moment.
Yeah, and
So
10 cents
imagine AI
adds
voice with that cost.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was not live at this moment. No AI voice was
And
like
video too, right? When they were generating
videos.
these
Yeah,
AI videos for it was
yeah,
dollars, right? It was like
yeah,
five
yeah, yeah.
dollars for this 10-minute video. You're like, okay, I have to
You
do a
mean
couple.
generating videos?
Yeah, correct.
Like, but are you talking about VO3 or before that?
Talking about, I think it was HeyGen that came out with the big,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't try so much videos to be honest.
I had
Yeah,
to.
I didn't.
I was too curious.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Like, I'm kind of lazy sometimes, but I was like, no, this is I'm in conversational AI, so I will not take a look at this. And it was a mistake because right now we are really thinking about implementing video, but with API, of course.
Yeah,
Like
correct.
you have a tool. I've discovered it recently on LinkedIn, and the guy is basically putting avatars on your website, so you can clone yourself
Uh-huh.
and you can just put an avatar on your website and it's gonna like counter objections for you in live when people just click on the avatar and talk with it, you know. So I was like, wow, okay, we need that on the roadmap. We're gonna put it on the roadmap. Like maybe we'll never do it, but it's
That
gonna
I
be on the
need.
roadmap. Like yeah, I need that. The logic of the future with AI. You know, you have like conversational AI. The market is kind of stabilizing right now. It's still growing, but
Uh-huh.
not
Yep.
hyper growth right now
Right.
because chatbots, you know, everybody knows it now. And in the US, I guess more than France, because in France, people still think that AI is not natural, AI doesn't work. Like when you call
Correct.
a business in France, you have like one times out of two, you're going to end up talking with someone who doesn't know it and tried a very, very bad service with AI. And so they just think it doesn't work. But in the US, I guess right now I feel like it's really, really being implemented on a lot of levels, like
Yeah.
for businesses at least.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, talk to an AI and they don't even realize it. Um,
Yeah,
just
obviously,
like
I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah,
Yeah, just like with video, right? When I first created, I cloned myself and created a video of me saying something that I never said. And I was like, that's pretty good. But if I stared at it a while, I mean, of course, I knew it wasn't me because I made it. And then I showed it to a few people and they're like, oh, yeah, that's not you. They were so amazed. I showed it to my wife and she's like, that's just creepy. That's not
yeah,
you.
yeah. That
She
is.
she could
Oh,
tell.
she knew, so
Oh,
she
she
could
could
tell.
tell like
Okay,
right away. And she's like, that is
okay.
like, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
ick.
a bit weird. Like maybe
Yeah.
sometimes it makes you have like really weird like I don't know appearances at some moment when you say something. It's not you. Like you
Correct.
can
Correct.
yeah
And she goes,
you
and you
can
would never say something like that. I'm like,
yeah
yeah,
of course like
yeah.
she yeah
But for people who
yeah
don't know me,
obviously
right?
yeah
Yeah. And
they
especially
can't
if you mix it in like a B-roll type of thing where it's not you all the time, where it's you for like 3 seconds and it switches to another video of, cars racing or something like that and switches back to you.
comes
It's
back yeah
pretty hard to tell that,
yeah
what is
yeah
because
if it cuts
yeah,
really frequently like you
correct.
can tell
Because
yeah.
sometimes the your lips won't move correctly, but for 3 seconds, no human picks that
If
up,
it's not
right?
very close of your
Yeah,
face and like
correct,
close to your face and you're like cutting it every 2 to 3 seconds when you
correct.
talk, it's impossible to say
It's
like yeah
correct. Yeah,
yeah
But-
this is great for advertisers actually because I'm gonna launch Facebook ads and
uh-huh.
so I'm really thinking I have too many possibilities like I'm like wow I can do everything so what am I going to do right now for the ads because there is no limits you can make the hook you want you make like this is and also like the I didn't try it the new tool like something bananas like with Google with
Oh yeah,
Gemini
yeah,
I guess
correct.
it's apparently very good. It works with VO3, I guess, but
So, what kind of ads are you going to launch?
I'm going to start with retargeting ads. So the most simple ads you can do,
Hmm.
probably static ads to start for retargeting. So I don't too many, don't like I don't want to do too many fancy ads, you know, for the start. I want to stay focused on like the because we are launching a software on which is a Go high level app for
Okay,
the start, but we are gonna improve the features to make it work outside Go high level. Go high
okay,
level is like the start of it. The community is very very involved and very good on Go high level, but there is so many like so many more people outside of it using HubSpot or using their own tools. You know, iDrive for example And so we want to give access to everyone, but Go High Level to start is very good, and it's basically replacing AI in Go High Level because
Okay.
AI. There is plenty of tools doing that for the moment, but I have a very long-term vision on this. I just stopped everything I was doing, and so now I'm focused on this.
Interesting. So you're all in on that. Uh,
Yeah, all
I
in on that,
yeah,
obviously.
I go high level. I looked at when their AI first came out. It was not good.
No, 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 no.
It was
Yeah, it was GPT-3 or 3.5.
uh,
You couldn't change it. You had no
yep.
control, and the bot itself was not working actually.
Yeah, it was the bot was bad.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
very, very bad. We could do better with Make. You
Yeah.
just connect Make to Go High Level. It was way better. Like
Yeah.
the bot
Yeah.
was not good. And even
Yeah.
today, I'm not fan of it, to be honest. And I think like it will never be, it can't be as good as other solutions who are focused on this specifically, because you can't be the best in every field. It's impossible. The power of Go High Level for me is to just give agencies the ability to do whatever they want and give them flexibility with their services. It's very, very good for that, and I think they will stay very good during years. And I wouldn't have created a Go High Level community in France if I didn't believe that.
Yeah, it's another tool. It's a bit of it does a lot of things tools. Like there's a lot of things that you can do in it. It does funnels and it does the AI chatbots. It has all these automations and tracking and keeping track of contacts and all. And it does that all pretty well, right? It
That yeah, that clearly it's good around the
is
pipelines, funnels, and tags and contact management. It's perfect, no problem.
correct. Correct. Is it the most simple tool to use?
No,
No.
no. For me, who was a tech guy, not the biggest tech guys you can see, but like I was technical. I knew how to use like any tool I would find. And at this moment, when I discovered Go High Level, I was like, oof, okay,
Is it?
let's start with a funnel, and we will see. And little by little, you can like just improve. But
Or
yeah, it's
or will
so many
somebody please
features.
get me a snapshot that I can import?
Yeah, yeah, but that's a trap actually, because you end up with a snapshot, but you don't understand it. Like you're like, oh, I need to change that or this, and like, but once you understand custom values and basically just workflows and calendars and funnels, like the 20% that really are useful in Go
Correct.
High Level, like not I don't know, the memberships. It's not
Yeah.
mandatory. Like the reputation management, it's for local businesses, but you
Correct.
don't need it.
Correct.
Conversations, you don't necessarily gonna connect every channel you have.
Correct.
Emails are okay, so you just receive emails and that's fine.
Correct.
So yeah, at this point you master the 20% that are gonna make like the 80% of the work at the end of the day, and that's enough you
The
know
80/20 rule is very powerful.
yeah. Yeah, this is what I say. Every student that starts with Go High Level, don't try to learn everything. Like, never do that, because you're
Cool.
gonna end up like doing nothing at the end of the day.
Well, you mentioned that you're starting this software project.
Yes.
Is that all you're doing right now in the future?
Right now, I have a community. We are almost 2,000 in the school community right now. It's
Hmm?
a French community on Go High Level, not on Go High Level specifically, but digital agencies using Go High Level for most of them, and wanting to learn about. We are three coaches doing like weekly lives,
Okay.
weekly group coaching, not really lives, but group coaching, and yeah, we are just helping them. Of course, we are like doing affiliate, because it's very interesting. I guess affiliate marketing is what is the biggest marketing power of Go High Level right now. It always has been, and yeah, we actually take example from it, and we will probably not probably we will actually do it, the 40% commissions plus this entertainment around like the leaderboard and the community. Like they really reinvented marketing for softwares.
Yeah, they definitely did. It's
Somehow, like instantly they took example. You can see instantly doing these trophies, like the award like this. They have their own award instantly. Like maybe we don't see it really well here, but it's the Go High Level SaaSpreneur Award actually. And
okay.
and instantly gets it. I mean, at first it was ClickFunnels doing it,
Correct.
but Go High Level really hyped the market. Like I've never seen that. It's so hyping. Like ClickFunnels was doing great hype, but Go High Level took it to the next level. Like really.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. It was really I know when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is way too complicated. Like nobody's going to be able to figure this out. And then I was actually like I read a couple things. It's like, yeah, don't think about it everything. Like you probably could be able to fly a jet without knowing everything about the jet. And that's kind of what it is. Just know the
Yes.
controls, what you need to do, build on it piece by piece. And then it was like, oh, they're going to add AI. And then the AI was kind of disappointing. But
Yeah, actually, yeah, but I guess it's you have to accept it. They do everything. They gives you everything. Like they give you everything. You have access not to all features because now there is add-ons. So
yeah,
you need to pay for some add-ons, but
correct.
nobody use them actually. So like nobody use the ad manager of Go High Level. Like nobody
Yeah.
use the SEO tool of Go High Level.
No,
Uh,
no.
like and you can see they change the price sometime, like so that means it's not working. But I guess doing like giving so much money to affiliates and giving so much power to resellers, because I see resellers like selling it to €1 per sub account. Like I guess you have to make something like paid at the end of the day, because it's not, you have to earn money, they are doing fine actually. They're probably doing between 20 millions a month or something like that. So I guess it's okay. But they are very generous on the features.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
I suspect too, just from knowing what I know about software development, and I know a lot, I don't think that they're a huge company, go high level.
Okay.
I think they're not thousands of developers, that's for sure. You can just
Okay.
tell kind of how they roll things out. So they're probably
The
a pretty,
UI, the
yeah.
UI, it's saying the truth,
Exactly. Yeah. They may or may not have a UI designer.
I guess they don't, but yeah.
Well, and a lot of it too, and it's good for them. They don't change a lot. Like you'll see a
Yeah.
lot of software tools that, oh, the new version has a completely different UI. No,
In
it's
three
go high
years, it
level.
didn't change. Nothing
No,
changed.
exactly. And
Nothing.
then and
It's
then
not complicated to change the front end.
no,
It's not
but
it's not crazy deal. Like
But they don't. They keep it
they
looking
don't.
almost
Yeah.
exactly the same. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
good. It's interesting too when someone has a white label version of it and they call it their own tool. Like, hey, we have this cool tool, and you're like, that's just the white
Yeah.
label version of Go High Level.
I just know it, man.
It
Like
looks, you just know the way it looks.
And today people don't do it as before, because before they were really trying to hide it, Go High
Yeah,
Level. But
exactly.
now I feel like nobody is really trying to hide it. Like everybody knows. Like
Exactly.
you
Like,
can hide
hey,
the
here's
truth
our
anymore.
specific version of Go High Level. Yes, before they would have some sort of name like the the
Yeah,
lead the lead depot or something. I'm like, come on, let's
yeah,
just go
no.
high level.
Oh man, they just Go High Level with two add-ons, and like
Yes.
you have three tabs, additional tabs. That's it. You don't like it's Go High Level, and you didn't invent anything. But that's yeah. I saw a guy one day. It had like maybe 15 new tabs in Go High Level. Like it was probably 10 or 15 add-ons connected. It was like LinkedIn and Twitter and email enrichment and like crazy things like this. It was, and at this point you can say it's your software. Actually, I guess you have the right to say it. But before that, like everybody knows,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Well, it seems like more tabs might not be great for Go High Level. I want less tabs. It's keep it simple.
Yeah, yeah, and I actually hide with CSS a lot of tabs for my clients.
Great. Great.
I don't want to see that, because you can't hide them as you want. I mean, some features you can untick them in the SAS
Great.
configurator, but some you can untick, but it will still be there and it's not useful. So yeah, I just covered everything with CSS. Not too much CSS or JavaScript because it's
Great.
gonna get buggy. But yeah, some people they like the design, but it takes 10 seconds to load. Like,
Yeah.
do something. Like, you can't. I don't care about the design, so I just change the colors on the left menu and put my logo, and that's it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big thing that putting AI and tools in people's hands that aren't technical, right? Like,
Yeah.
how do you simplify go high level? How do you give someone even ChatGPT sometimes is too complicated for people to handle. They don't want AI, they want solutions, right? They want to
Yes.
I want to save time. I want this to generate. So there's a
That's why people give. That's why some people are giving prompts.
yeah.
In my head, I would never buy a prompt, but some people are buying prompts.
You,
I
you
mean, I
you
mean,
can buy
can,
like packages of thousands of prompts if you want.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how that would be valuable. How long would it take you to go
It's
through
not
a thousand
for me.
prompts?
It's not actually. It's not. Maybe somebody needs it, but for me, like I'm not even trying. You have a. I didn't even know there was a marketplace in GPT to use
Oh yeah,
GPTs. You know,
yeah,
and some people told me, oh, you can use a GPT for Go high level. You just ask it, but I'm like, how is it prompted? I need to know. You know, I need to know how it's prompted because it's not going to answer how I want. So I will probably not have any use case where I really can find value using this GPT because it's not prompted the right way, in my opinion. So
yeah.
yeah, but people like prompts anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah, and everybody's going to put a little bias into their prompt, right? So you have that's what you want to know. How are you telling it to do this? But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I think business owners are going to want more generic solutions. They just want to click buttons, enter in a few things, and it spits out their email copy and it spits out their ads and so
I
on.
think yes. I think yes. Even agencies for me, because some agencies are really hyped by the Go High Level features, on Go High Level Facebook feed. I see like, oh, we have a new feature. You have this in the email builder. Like, really, guys? Okay, you can change the color of the background. Yeah, it's good. But like, is it necessary to make a post and hype everyone about it?
Yeah.
I can tell you these agents, like these people commenting this post, are just beginners and Go High Level, and they love to be able to create thousands of sub accounts, but just find clients first, and then you're gonna be able to do whatever you want with it. But yeah, people want simple solutions, and Go High Level is going the other way because it's kind of a trap in my opinion, but it's still a good tool for many agencies, but it's kind of a trap because they end up creating a lot of new features, a lot of new things. You can now do this and this, but it's kind of getting the tool more complex with time. And yeah, that's clear. Actually, it's 3 years ago. There was probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 tabs less.
Yeah.
And the phone numbers were okay. You had to use Twilio and Mailgun. You just connect Mailgun, and now there is, for the phone numbers, there is 5 or 6 tabs in Go High Level in the phone section in the
Rad.
settings. So it's kind of becoming, you have more possibilities, but it gets more complex also. So
Yeah, I can
yeah,
tell too from my background in software that it doesn't look like they're like updating the architecture of it. It looks like they're just building on the existing architecture, which is okay, right? But eventually that's gonna run
it's
out.
for me, I've noticed that by working with Indian people. For the UI, it's not the best people you can hire. And because like they have this fake belief that adding more features and more buttons is good.
Yeah.
They think like I worked with tens of Indian developers, and the difference between in our culture and their culture is this, and we can see that in the work. They just add buttons. And so, oh yeah, you can do that, and that's crazy, man. It's so better now, so much better. No, it's not. It's not better.
It
You
is
have to
not better.
think about the architecture of it. How
Correct.
okay, you have a button, but what is the purpose of this button? Is it good to place it here? You wouldn't be better to just pack all these buttons in a new section in the good place because people are gonna find more sense like that way?
Right.
And no, it's just like all buttons in one page, right? And so you click on the button, oh, 10 new buttons appear. And so like it's a nightmare. I've seen a tool recently searching competitors of our tool, and I end up finding Penguin Bot or Bot Penguin. That was the name, Bot Penguin, I guess. It was the worst chatbot I've ever tried in my entire life, and it was made by Indian people. And nothing against Indian people. I love them. Okay, I have Indian people in my team, but I really tell them every time, guys, be careful about that. Like this is the only weak points of your
Yeah,
I don't know developing style. I don't know what to call that, but they have to be careful about the UI.
yeah, it's just a culture thing. It's not, I
Yeah,
mean,
I
yeah,
guess it's just a
there's just a
culture,
pro yeah.
Chinese people were very bad in video games and they're getting better right now. It's kind of the same. I guess you have to learn about like what people from our like occidental countries are doing well and people from east countries are doing well and just find the balance. But like for us occidental people, we need something simple and
Yeah.
something clean visually. We are buying iPhones like
Yeah, that's right. There's a
we
good
want
example.
something clean, like nothing like that. iPhones, they really show that you have to remove everything
Yep.
and make it instinctive,
Yeah.
intuitive.
Nobody wants to know the details of how it works. They want what it
No,
does. Like
yeah, yeah, exactly. How long have you been in the software industry, by the way?
30 years.
30 years. Okay, so you know everything. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I studied AI in graduate school.
Okay. Yeah, that was kind of different. Like there was no LLMs at this
No,
time,
no,
right?
no, no. But it's weird because the basic pieces were there for everything we have now. I mean, expert systems and neural networks and so on, but you just didn't have the computing power or even the
Oh
idea
yeah,
about
this
what,
is a
what
power. Like
correct.
yeah,
And natural language processing was still pretty big back then. They were able to read speech and understand it and so on. But it would be like now it would be back then like, okay, we have a 5 minute video or audio and you want to understand it. Check back tomorrow and I'll tell you what it does. Nowadays if it doesn't come back instantly, we're like, what are you even doing? So I mean with the computing power, it's pretty cool.
that's yeah. Yeah, yeah, that was like probably a chess bot, a chess AI bot at the time. Like that was like because I've seen a video recently where there was kind of the timeline of AI development, and even the chess bot was really complicated to create at the
Yeah.
moment
Oh yeah.
for like simulating all the millions of possibilities and
Correct.
like just calculate, and that's power. Like
Correct.
you need power to
Yeah.
calculate.
Yeah, I mean, and checkers was something else. I mean, that was kind of the first one. Checkers was a pretty, they could master
Checkers.
yeah, they could master that game, but chess was way more complicated. So,
Okay. Oh yeah, checkers, the game.
yeah,
Okay.
correct. Yeah, they could play that pretty well. It could play
Okay.
tic tac toe was,
But
I,
chess was the next level. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because think
okay.
about it. I mean, the way it did, it would, have to compute all the possible moves and all the possible moves after that, and that's just grows and grows, and you need
Yeah.
lots of computing power. But right now, I mean, computers are so powerful that,
Yeah, you can calculate that. Like,
yeah.
this is instant.
Well, cool. Are you ready for the rapid fire questions?
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
man.
What's a bucket list item that you haven't done yet?
Adam, you mean like the
So,
tools I didn't try, or
or bucket list is something you want to do before you die.
oh, before I die, like not AI or anything. Traveling more definitely because I'm just working right now and I'm seeing like friends of mine just traveling and living life and like of course I'm making more money than them because they come
Yeah,
back broke.
that's right.
So they come back broke and go to their parent house. So I'm like okay, I'm not missing everything. But yeah, I would like to travel more, and while we still can actually, because with the new laws and regulations and governments like trying to take all of your rights in France right now is getting crazy. But yeah, traveling more is definitely the number one. Yeah,
What is one book everyone should read?
one book everyone should read. Probably there is a Wild Pendulum. This is I'm not sure this is the name. I've read this book once and it opened my eyes on a lot of things. I want to say mindset, but it's more life, in general.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's probably Living in the Wild Pendulum or something like this.
Okay.
And I've read this book once. I didn't read it twice or many times, but it's the book I would recommend to anybody who is a bit open-minded, of course.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to find the link for that and put that like
Yeah,
so
I
people.
will I will send you the link so you can put it in description
Yeah.
because I don't even know who the author is, but the book itself was was really, really good. I'm reading some books about marketing, but they don't change your lives. They just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm into This Is Marketing of Seth Godin, which is
Okay.
very, very good. But I would not recommend to everyone to read it. But on life, the book I'm talking about is it's just not getting absorbed. You're letting your energy go in the wrong direction in life. It's
Interesting.
people don't realize how things and our environment is affecting us.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
sometimes you just living a life you shouldn't live because you just think about the wrong things and you just go in the wrong direction. But it's not on purpose. It's just that you didn't realize. And this book is just opening your eyes about it. Like group of people that are negative for you, uh, group of activities, your
Interesting.
environment, where you live, who you
Yeah.
frequent, how you think, what do you do when you wake up. All these things are creating your environment, and at the end of the day, like it's conditioning you for the person you're gonna be in the future, because your action of today are defining what you're gonna do and be tomorrow. But in reality, it's more like in 6 months or 2 years.
Correct.
So your actions of today are really defining who you're gonna be tomorrow, and this book is very good for that.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I know
I will send you
eh,
which book exactly is it.
yeah, mindset, approaches are very powerful. And I know I've told people like, you got to like think about a mindset, not quite,
Yeah.
fake it till you
What
make
does
it.
that
That's
mean?
that's
Like,
kind of weird.
yeah, no.
But but they're like, well, isn't that like brainwashing yourself? Like convincing yourself of something that isn't true? And I'm like, it kind of is.
Yeah.
But what if it works?
Yeah, but it is, but it is good for you actually
Exactly.
because everything is
Yeah.
brainwashing you at the end of the day. What you do is like you turn on the TV. This is brainwashing basically.
Yeah.
Just gonna look at the news and it's bad news and you're just thinking the wrong ideas are coming to your mind. And so if I'm thinking about the war right now every day,
Oh,
how my
yeah.
project could work, how could I be creating something valuable and something positive with all these negative ideas and emotions that I'm rehearsing every day.
Yeah. Sitting there going, it's never going to work. No one's going to
No,
buy it.
never. And during year, yeah, no one's gonna buy it. Yeah, for sure. Like nobody wants to like because you've put so much bad energy into it
Yeah.
that. And this book actually says also that everything is vibrations. Like a lot of gurus are talking about
Yeah.
vibration. You have to vibrate.
Grad.
What does that mean?
Grad.
How can I don't have a muscle to vibrate, like how can I do that? So they don't explain it exactly, but it's just like the conditioning of your mind. And so yeah, just look at the things that are making you feel good and making you believe what you're doing is possible and that you're finding joy and good emotions in what you're creating right now. Like don't do something which is not gonna go, which is like pulling you in the wrong emotions. Like if you work every day and this work makes you feel very bad, there's a problem. There's a problem
Grad.
somewhere.
Grad.
Like and you can't think it's just like a bad period and it's going to get better, because if you really really feel bad and feel that you shouldn't be doing that, there is a reason. There's a reason.
Grad.
It doesn't mean you don't have to make efforts and you don't have to work, but there is a big difference between working on something on purpose and working on something that is really makes you feel bad. Like
Yeah. I mean, you go back to the mindset thing. I always give the example of sports people, right? Like soccer players. They don't go out there and go, I'm not going to score any goals today. Like
yeah, if
they
they
don't
feel like that, like if they
they
think like
don't
that, it's not.
yeah,
Yeah,
they don't envision every shot's going to go wide to the left. They no, they
yeah.
picture every shot goes right up in the corner and hits the net and yeah.
This is the most simple example you can take
Yeah.
to make someone understand it, actually. Like,
Yeah.
this is the best example you can take. You just
Yeah.
have to vision like a basketer. It's not gonna think the ball is gonna end up
Yeah.
in the crowd,
Exactly.
like the
They
ball is
picture
ending right up in
it's
the
exactly.
the
It's a
basket.
swish
So
every time. Yeah.
yeah, every time like swish, like no
Yeah.
problem. So yeah, this is the kind of mindset you have to take for
Cool.
just getting some success, I guess.
All right. If you had the chance to go to outer space, would you?
Just no. Outer space, you mean in the like in
Yeah.
the sky? Like
Uh-huh.
no,
No.
no,
Okay.
I wouldn't. No, there is so many things I didn't see on Earth. Like, why would there is nothing to see here? I'm good, I'm good. What if the plane or like the rocket is going in the universe and you can't like come back,
It just keeps
Like,
going.
I'm just, you have no control. Like I'm good. Gravity is good for me. Like I'm good here.
Perfect. All right, the last one, and it's a little bit more complicated. But if AI advances to the point where it can perfectly replicate you, your expertise and your thoughts, but you can embed one principle that it has to follow, what would that principle be?
Like a guideline or
Yeah, like always be ethical was some, an example sometimes people give. I don't want to bias you too much. You can tell it to do anything.
I think I would say don't do. Like it will be a don't do. So like probably I don't know, don't erase humanity, something like that. Because it's kind of the point with AI, like the alignment with I don't know what they call that, but when it's not going, there is the human needs and there is the AI guideline, and
Uh-huh.
it's not feeling exactly like the the human purposes. And like if AI is not perfectly aligned and you give it too much power, it's gonna do everything to fill the mission.
Yes.
It's
So
gonna get everything. So if it has to destroy humanity to get the goal filled, it's gonna do it. Like there is an example of I don't know the factory of I don't know the title of this video, but it's a factory of trombones. Do you call that trombones? Like the no,
I haven't.
it's not the good word, but a factory of something very simple to create.
Mhm.
And so it gives like people gives AI some guidelines. So create the most thing that this factory does the faster possible. As fast as you can, you have to create this. And so AI for the first when it doesn't have like so many resources to create it, it just creates one per hour, and then one per minute, and then one per second, and then it takes all the resources of humanity, of Earth, and of the whole universe, every atom, it's gonna take it to create this, I don't know what, of this factory uh, has to create. And so at the end, there is nothing, and like AI just destroyed everything. So this is a problem with AI. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not, it's a nonsense. Like it doesn't know empathy. It doesn't know like good or bad. Like there
No,
is no energy. There is nothing. Like we are many more than just like a body. And AI is just code for the moment.
correct. Yeah, I know. At the end of graduate school, which was a long time ago, they asked, will AI ever be able to replicate a human? And I said, 100% not. Now, I'm maybe not 100% there now, given what I've seen with AI recently, but back
It
then,
can, it
especially.
can. They are trying to reproduce mammoth and dinosaurs with
Yeah.
DNA. They
Now,
know they have
didn't
AIs
didn't
like
we all know
filling
that was a bad
DNAs.
idea from Jurassic Park movies? Like, don't
Yeah,
don't
we
create
all know, but
that.
they're
They eat
always gonna
us.
be,
That's what happens. They eat us.
yeah. But they're gonna do it anyway because people will pay for it for a park like that.
They definitely would, and they
You
would
would
get
have
eat. They would
Jeff
get eaten.
Bezos and yeah, yeah, they would get eaten, yeah, actually, but they would still do it anyway. Like I don't know why, but I would never do that. But I don't know, yeah. AI is not going to replace humans 100%, I agree,
No. Yeah.
but the human intelligence 100% yes for me.
Okay.
I think
Interesting.
it can. I think it can. And not today, maybe in 10, 20, 30 years. It's increasing a lot actually. Like it's improving really fast.
Yeah.
With GPT-5, I don't really agree it's improving so fast, but it's not as good as people want it, but it's getting better, yeah.
Yeah. I've heard they actually on the GPTs and all those type of tools, they're not even releasing all the advances because this people don't need them now. They don't need them yet, right? So they're releasing something better, but nothing. They could go a lot faster, but they just don't need to, right? So
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah, there
in
is the adoption of the market.
correct,
So
and they're in the business to make money, right? So they have to roll it out to
of
control
course,
the revenue and things like that. So
yeah, people need to understand, and yeah, little by little, they release the MCP agent in ChatGPT, I guess, like really recently.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Although
crazy.
I will say have you seen the tools that you ask it a question and then it will go and open a browser and look it up and try to solve the question? And
Oh, the Manius AI or
yeah,
something like that.
like the first thing I did is I had it go. I asked it a question, so it brought up Google, Chrome, right, to do a search for it, and it immediately came up and said, "Are you a human?" Right, and it
Oh,
showed the pictures like pick all the bicycles out. Of course, the AI just picks all the bicycles out and says verify
okay. So it did it perfectly, right?
perfectly.
Okay.
Well, it
Yeah.
did it. It didn't probably didn't do it perfectly. I bet it did it
Some
imperfectly,
mistakes.
like a human would do, like speed wise.
Oh,
So it appeared to be
okay.
human, but yeah, I clicked the
That
button,
is
it's human.
crazy. Wow. Oh, it's way
Yeah.
smarter than like
Well, cool. This has been a great conversation. Yeah.
yeah, for me too. It's
Thank you
very,
very
very,
much.
very crazy that you've been in this area for 30 years. Like it's so like it's growing so fast, SaaS and software. So very interesting to see people like you knowing a lot about the market
Yeah,
and
I've seen a lot go by. And it
I
really, I
guess
mean,
so.
ultimately it's always about what problems do people have and how does technology solve them? And
Yeah, it has never been about software actually.
no, we
Just
try.
problem solutions and always the same actually. Yeah,
Correct. And
makes
there's so many things we still haven't solved. Like even like file management on a computer or on a phone, right? So it downloads a file. Like most people don't even know
where is it?
where that
Like
went.
yeah, on
Right?
an iPhone it's crazy. Like on an
Eh,
iPhone you never know. Like you
exactly.
know.
And but what people want is they want to go when they want to send it to their friend, they want to be able to search it, right? But they don't know where it went. We're still
Yeah,
using kind of this file folder,
yeah.
paradigm in computers, which no one even has
It
a
should be
file
it
folder
should be
anymore.
better. Yeah, it has to be better. Like,
Correct. But yeah. Well, cool.
thank you so much for the invitation, Preston. It was a pleasure to talk with you, and
Yeah, the same.
yeah,
Cool.
we keep in touch on Facebook. Thank you for the invite.